Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. I'm Sheldon Barlett Rumor, and this is it. Welcome back to This Is It TV. We're so excited. So excited. I know that I've shared with you my new health journey, which was necessary, my new health journey with all of you. And then now I have one of the folks that is responsible for getting me on the right track with us here on This Is It TV. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. I would love for you to introduce yourself to the This Is It TV community, first and last name, and the name of your business.
My name's Adi Arezzini, and I'm the co-founder and CEO of Teami Blends, which is a lifestyle brand that creates wellness and skincare products inspired by the natural benefits of tea.
Oh, I love. And I just need everybody to be clear that I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. And I didn't necessarily know. And we were talking a little bit before we started recording about how I'm regimented within my coffee kind of space. And I was like, oh, will this be hard? Will this be a hard transition? And it's not. It is wonderful and so super easy. You know, I was committed to the journey to begin with. And the fact that it is an easy transition from my cup of coffee into my wonderful canister of tea. It has just been lovely. I want to hear how this all started. How long have you been doing this?
So Teami is about 5.5 years old. We'll be 6 in October. And it really started, I served in the military as a combat fitness instructor for artillery soldiers. And, you know, I was like a personal trainer for artillery soldiers. And close to the end of my service, I started having really bad digestive issues. And I was in my early 20s. So you should not really be having digestive issues in your early 20s. So my digestive system just stopped working. And the purpose of your digestive system is to absorb the nutrients from your food that your body needs and get rid of the rest. And so my body wasn't doing that. It wasn't getting rid of anything. It was just storing all of the toxins within my body. And that caused me to be severely bloated, where I looked like I had a bowling ball in my stomach that was hard as a rock. And it wasn't fat or blubber. It was like an expanded, hurtful little baby belly. And I know that like you ladies out there know exactly what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
You know, but it was chronic, which means that like it wasn't going away. So I wasn't going to the bathroom. Maybe I was going to the bathroom once a week. I became addicted to coffee because I was looking for ways to stimulate my digestive system. And like everybody knows how it is. You wake up in the morning, you drink your cup of coffee, it's 10 a.m. It's your time for your morning poop, you know, like we know this, but people are not even realizing that they're relying on coffee in order for their digestive system to work. Your digestive system should work organically. It should already be working. You shouldn't need to drink coffee to go to the bathroom. That's like that in itself is a revelation. And so I was really a lot in pain, and I was looking for solutions. I tried to change my diet the most I could when I was in the Army. I drank more water, I ate more fiber, nothing worked. To the point where I had to have a colonic, which is where they literally stick a tube up you know where, and they just like take out all that stuff. And it was really like that's not like something I want to do on my Wednesday. You know, I'm not like, hey girl, I'm gonna go get a colonic. I'm going to the spa, you know, like that's not something that I want to be doing with my time. And not only is it like embarrassing, but it's uncomfortable. And I did it and it kind of helped. But it was more like a Band-Aid approach, like giving your headache an Advil instead of really looking into why do I have a headache in the first place. Then I came back to the States when I finished my contract, and my digestive system started getting better when I started cooking for myself at home, because I could regulate what I was putting in my body. But my digestive system didn't fully solve. And I started reading books about gut health and digestive systems and like what makes the digestive system work and what causes it to do certain things and what happens when you accumulate toxins in your digestive tract. And I became really interested in it. And in these books, these authors would very lightly write about, you know, a natural way to get rid of the toxins that you accumulated in your colon is from tea. And I was like, I don't believe in modern medicine. So I was looking for these holistic solutions. And so I went to Whole Foods. I bought a bunch of teas that said cleanse or detox on them. And then I went online and tried to find some other ones too from like Australia. And I ordered them all and none of them worked for me.
Oh,
So I was like, this is supposed to work. I believe that tea can help do this from all these books.
yeah.
What I need to do is I need to try to make my own blend. So this is like before I even wanted it to be a business, and ordered all these ingredients and started blending them at home until I found the perfect formula that really worked for me.
Oh, I love that. And nothing drives us more than finding, a void that we can fill, right? I mean, a lot of the times in the entrepreneurial journey, it's something that's happening to us, right? Or something that happens to a loved one. And we're saying, oh, we didn't think about it as a business. We thought about it as getting healthy or alleviating pain, alleviating stress, finding an easier way to do something. And I love the fact that your journey brought you to this place. First of all, thank you so much for your service. I mean, the time that you spent there training, I mean, please, thank you so much for that. We are all grateful for the work that you put in to make sure that those that are taking care of us and making sure that we're safe are in a physically great space in order to do so. So thank you so much for that. And then to be able to find out that you had your own issues. I mean, somebody especially that was in charge of keeping others healthy and others fit, right? Had now.
That's why I felt so bad. I'm like, I'm supposed to be like the icon of like health and wellness. And even when I came back to the States, I became a certified personal trainer, and I was still having these digestive issues. So what you learn when you do like a personal training certification is you learn about muscles and bones and joints and how to grow a muscle, but you don't really learn anything about the digestive system, what's going on inside.
Right. And how important is that? I mean, now, you're speaking to it, but I would love for you to kind of embellish a little bit more, because we really focus on the exterior, right? We're focused on, I'm healthy because I look healthy on the outside.
Right.
I'm healthy because I'm lean, but not necessarily what that gut health, is like without, and that you can't really necessarily see. You probably still looked lean, even if you had the pouch, still you knew something was going on.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. And I love that you brought it up, because most people don't even ask that question, which is people need to be asking, like, how does the gut affect my health? What is the gut? How is the gut in relation to my health?
Yeah.
So your gut is like your second brain. It takes in all of the information that you're giving to your body through consumption of foods and liquids, and it then operates off of them. So the whole point of your digestive tract is to take what it needs and get rid of the rest. And if you're if you're giving it bad foods, like processed foods, junk foods, and chemicals, your body is trying its very best to use what you're giving it for fuel. So like if you're going to Mickey D's and you're giving yourself that, your body is really trying to use that food for fuel, but there's nothing in that food for it to use, right? So it's like really trying. Now, okay, so if you've eaten a bunch of toxins over your life, which we all have, pizza, ice cream, fried foods, and it's okay that we eat these things, but we just need to get rid of the toxins periodically that we're accumulating. And so your body is taking particles of the food that you're eating, and it's not able to get rid of them because they're so toxic, they're so chemical that your body can't get them all the way through the digestive tract to the point where they leave the body. So the body's like, okay, I don't really know what to do with this piece of food here. So I'm just going to store some of it in my gut for later. Maybe I'll use it later. Maybe it'll be good for protection, or maybe I just really tried hard to get rid of it and I couldn't. So I'm just going to leave it here. Now it can take 5 years or 10 years for that accumulation to build up enough for it to show up either in your energy levels, on your skin. It can show up in your digestive system. A lot of the time I hear people like, I never had problems with food until I turned 30, or I never had any energy issues until I had kids, or until this happened. And it's just because that's when the accumulation of toxins hit you. Some people it'll hit it when they're 40. Some people will hit it when they're 25. I hit it when I was 22. My body was so sensitive that it was like, I'm shutting down. I don't know what to do. And by doing our detox program, it's a natural way to target the toxins that are in the colon and get them out. And most people are holding between 5 to 20 pounds of excess waste. So waste is like things that your body isn't using. There's no benefit. It's not like fueling your body so that you can go up and do your normal things. It's not giving you life. It's not giving you energy. It's just like hanging out, even if you're skinny. So like or you're lean. Like you don't need to be a certain body type in order to have toxins in your body. Like you said, probably from the outside, people that would have looked at me would have thought that I was healthy.
Yeah.
But you and I know how we feel at the end of the day.
Right.
So even if we see a picture of someone and they look like a perfect body, it does not necessarily mean they have natural energy. It does not necessarily mean that they have good digestive system. So how something appears to be is not necessarily how it is.
There's so many good stuff, so much good stuff. The natural energy, right? Because the natural energy is you should have energy, like you should
until you're like 50.
Yeah,
until you're like 50 years old.
Right. It shouldn't be something you have to feed into your body in order for you to have. Like you should have energy, and I think that that's something key that everybody should be aware of and they should know. And then I also think the way you explained it was so simple. Like your body's going to take what you give it and do the best with it, right? So you force that quarter pounder of cheese down your throat. Your body's going to do its best to take as much of that as it possibly can in order to have it function for you, but it has to go somewhere, right?
Right.
So if it doesn't literally go through you, the balance of it is stored somewhere. So this is the toxins that you're kind of talking about that is aided with this.
That's right.
Oh my gosh, this is the most simplest. This has been explained. I have tried to have multiple conversations about gut health. It has never been explained to me that simply yet. That is so wonderful.
Oh my gosh.
Because your body will take whatever you give it, right? I mean, it can't argue with it. It's like, okay, I'm going to take whatever.
Yep.
I'm going to use what I can, and I'm going to store the rest.
Right.
Interesting.
Right.
I love that.
I mean, think about it this way. Like most people, unless you're born with a type of disorder, most people are born perfectly. Like their body, when you're a kid and you give the body food, it just does its thing. And you'll see, like if a kid, I was a nanny for 10 years. So like if a kid is like really constipated or is having problems, the first thing that the mom looks at is like, well, what can I give him to like solve this? I'm like, no, you need to think before that. What did you give him first that caused the constipation? Not what you can do to get rid of it. Like, oh, I gave my kid, even if it's something healthy, I gave my kid celery and he's now constipated.
Right.
And then like a week later, you give him celery and he's again constipated. Okay. This kid, it doesn't vibe with him to eat celery. Let's not give him celery, you know, like, and it starts from the young age, but your digestive system and your energy levels are perfect. And it's all within your control on what you feed your body that can change those variables.
Oh, I love that. And I mean, it's a learning, right? So it's understanding what you put in your body and the effects of whatever it is that you're putting in your body and paying attention to it. I have two little ones, as you can see here. I have an 8-year-old and then I have a 1.5-year-old. And the same thing, it's what exactly are you putting into their body in order for them, you know, how are they reacting to it? When they're little, every little thing is like, okay, do they like applesauce? Do they not? Are they not? But as you get older, you're like, I can eat everything. And I still don't understand what's wrong with me. It's like, how do you pay attention to what you put in your mouth? So let's talk about what we're putting in. But let's talk about our new friends. So you create a formula that you finally, through trial and error, I'm sure, right? Finally were able to get to yourself to an amazing space. So let's talk about the products that you now offer that help us, you know, get to that really great space, not only of awareness, but how we can cleanse ourselves in that way. Let's talk about the products that you offer.
Okay, so the 30-day detox program is what you are taking right now. So it's a 2-step program. It's super easy. You drink 1 tea, which is our skinny tea in the morning, and this helps boost metabolism, raise energy, and suppress cravings. So it's a great coffee replacement. You don't have to give up coffee, but I do recommend trying to drink this in the morning. And if you absolutely have to have a cup of coffee throughout the day, you can. But what I actually do is I refill my tumbler up with more hot water and I reuse the tea leaves.
Yes.
And then at nighttime, you're drinking the Teami Colon Cleanse, which is a tea that targets the toxins directly in your colon and starts removing those excess toxins. And you do this program for 30 days. And the reason is because we don't want to give it like this one-shot approach. We want to give it a gradual approach to get rid of as many toxins as possible. And depending on who you are, you might have 5 pounds of toxins, you might have 20 pounds of toxins. It really depends on your body.
Yeah.
And by increasing the amount of time that you're steeping this colon cleanse tea will determine the effects of the tea itself. So if you want a stronger effect, you steep it for longer. If you want a more gentle effect, you steep it for less.
Okay.
So that's our like main hero item that most people start off with, but we have 15 other blends of teas. So we have like energy teas, focusing teas, we have antioxidant teas. So usually people are like, I'm not a tea drinker. And then they do our 30-day detox program because they want the health benefits.
Yeah.
And then they're like, okay, I want to try this other blend. I want to try this other blend. But, you know, I don't even classify myself as a tea drinker. I drink tea every single day, but it's more of like my health and wellness routine. I don't even, you know, like a tea enthusiast, you think of like Earl Grey, old people, England, like you think of like boring people, like they're not on the go, like all these really good things have been associated with coffee, you know, like anyone who like goes to Starbucks and gets tea is like kind of weird.
They're like, oh, they're not real coffee. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, who are you? What are you doing here? You're not part of our club, you know?
Exactly.
So, and I myself enjoy like a cappuccino on the weekends. Like it's just fun. Like the texture of it and everything. It's like a craft. I love it. But it like totally sucks out the energy from me. So I do it like when I want as like a treat. For me, that's what I do.
Understood.
What my husband does, my husband is a huge coffee guy, but he'll do like coffee for a month and then he'll feel super tired and then he'll do the detox for a month and he won't drink coffee. So he like balances it out what's right for him.
Okay,
you know?
perfect. And I love how each of these things are unique, right? To your own body makeup. So there's no one rule for that's universal across the board.
No, it has to be individual. And then about 2 years ago, I saw that my customer base on social media, I saw that they were asking for more. They're like, can you make this? Can you make that? And they kept asking me to make skincare. And I had never made skincare before because my mom raised me never to buy skincare products because of the amount of chemicals that people are putting on their skin. Yeah. And I said to my mom, okay, Mom, well, what if I make my own skincare using our natural tea products and something that you would be okay with putting on your skin? So I came out with our green tea detox mask and our green tea facial scrub. And then the following year, we came out with our oils and our serum. So now we have 6 skincare products that can be found in Ulta Beauty nationwide, which is probably the best, dream partnership I could ever have wished for. And we're continuously making new tea blends. So every month we come out with a new tumbler, a new product, a new tea blend, a new skincare. So we're very heavily focused on innovation so that our customers are always excited about new things we're launching.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm excited. I think it's absolutely wonderful. I mean, again, the detox has been easy for me, welcoming, actually. I feel absolutely wonderful. You can actually feel the toxins. You're like, oh, that wasn't supposed to be there. And I feel I feel as if I can sit up straight. And this is from an already energetic person. I don't know. My husband's like, what are you drinking? And I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying myself because this is super, super easy. And it fits into your lifestyle perfectly. The tumblers and the innovation that you mentioned between the strainer at the top, the way in which you're not burning yourself. I mean, and it's gorgeous and absolutely. Yeah. You've just done an amazing job. We are dying to dive into even more of the skincare and then try a little bit more of the teas. If folks out there want to continue to follow, fan, and like you, if they want to learn more about everything that you have to offer, where would they find that information?
The best place to go is Instagram and follow at Teami Blends, which is spelled Teami Blends, Blends. And if they want to follow me personally as the founder behind the brand, they can follow me at Adi Arezzini, which is AdiArezzini.
Oh, I love this. Well, we're going to encourage people to continue to follow, fan, and like you. I'm going to continue. I have about 15 days. I'm halfway through. Got about 15 days left on this. I'm super, super excited. And I'm going to share all of my results. People, get prepared. All of my results with all of you. It is working. And I'm so anxious to make sure that I continue working with you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for the great interview.
Oh, I love it. Okay, wonderful. Okay, guys, no excuses. You must follow, fan, and like everything that this woman has got going on. She's only going to treat you well and make sure that you're moving in the right direction. We'll be right back with more. This is It TV with Sheldon Bartlett Rumor.